Hello, everybody. Let's get the questions and tickers in. I will see you in 9 minutes. Bye. Good morning to those who have just joined. 8 minutes till we get started. Let's get the questions in, tickers, all the fun stuff, and I will see you shortly. Bye. Good morning, guys. What up, what up, what up, what up? No one has put a question in. No one has put a ticker in. What is going on? Might just stop doing these YouTubes and just focus straight on the Discord and the paid members who want the education. Much prefer that. I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart to do this to help and share for free education. No one's going to turn up. No one's going to show up. I'm just going to quit and then go back to the Discord and do my thing. Peace. See you in 3 minutes. Radio, what up, everybody? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. What up? Good afternoon, good morning. Let's like up the stream. Let's like up the stream. Good morning, Fig. What up, Totes? Smash the like button. You are correct. What up, Totes? What up, what up? Are you a bourbon fan? Bourbon cigars. Please don't. Visited Buffalo Trace 2 years ago. Big fan of their bourbons. Awesome. LITM, the stock's around 0.5. It wants to break. Any thoughts on this, T-Non? LITM, for me personally, like, it's just holding this level. It's difficult to trade something like this and hold these plays overnight because the market is so unsteady at the moment. Now we have FOMC. I think we should see some volume. If we don't, I'm not too sure when we will see the volume, to be honest with you. But for me, it doesn't really matter. I day trade, so I don't do these kind of setups. This is I guess maybe a swing trade setup, but you obviously still need to apply the same rules, have the same risk management, keep your stop loss, have the same target. All those kind of things. Holding these stocks overnight is not worth it, in my opinion. I would just maybe enter it every day if it's around this level. But other than that, yeah, for me right now, it's in a downtrend. It's bearish. There's no sign of reversal yet. Maybe if it gets above 0.5, then it can look for an entry, but always just keep a stop loss. The easiest thing to do in trading is keep a stop loss. Some people don't even know they have it, don't even know how to use it. I don't know how or why they're doing that, but yeah, it's quite funny because a lot of people are like, how I'm stuck in a stock and all this. It's impossible to be stuck in a stock, right? It's just stupidity because you entered the trade without stop loss and you're trying to make infinite amount of money when it's impossible, right? So people need to put their ego straight down, need to put themselves down to the ground. Then when they're level, they'll be able to understand that, you know, they're not always right. And then from there, they can build their confidence up, and then their ego can maybe, you know, stay down on the ground there, because other times ego too high, don't want to accept that you're wrong all the time and things like that. You know, trading is a very humbling game, and that's why it's, in my opinion, the highest paid job in the world, because you can make infinite amount of money if you have the right strategy and obviously the capital you have and those things. But at the end of the day, is the reason why you get paid a lot of money for this and why you make a lot of money in this is because it is very emotionally dependent, right? Trading is easy. Telling you when to buy, when to sell, I can do that. I can tell you every day. I tell the Discord members every day, right? Statistically speaking, if all the members that were in the Discord today or this week have won every single trade, it's not correct, right? Because I gave 100% green trades this week, alerts. So every single trade I gave hit first target, which was 6 or 7 of them, I don't know. But every single trade I gave this week, statistically speaking, all Discord members should be green, right? However, probably maybe I would say maybe 60% are red, 70% are red, and maybe only the 30% are green, because the 70% are still learning, have their ego way up. They're not taking the targets, not selling at the targets, not having a stop loss, all those things. So that's why I prove it every day and say these alert systems are great and everything. Wow, wow, wow. But in my opinion, it's a waste of time. You know, you're not really going to learn. You're not going to make consistent money. You're not going to make a crazy amount of money, maybe 1 or 2 trades. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if you want to do this and do this properly, you need to learn how to trade. That is what we do in the Discord. We teach you, hold your hand through the process, teach you one by one, the steps, everything you need to do, how I trade, what my strategy is, why I'm entering it. I give you the reasonings why I enter it so you can understand fully, right? Fully on how to trade properly, because the alerts are good. Like I said, everyone in the Discord should be 100% green. I've given every single green trade. So what's the excuse, right? The excuse is that people aren't selling at the target, selling at the stop loss, using a stop loss. Some people are busy, they miss the trades, all these kind of things, you know? So there's a lot of factors that count into it. Whether I show you that I've given every green trade or red trade or whatever, for me, I just do it for transparency purposes to show you that my strategy works and you can see it over time. But getting in this trade and using the alerts when we do and you miss it, you know, you're not going to get the same thing. That's why it's very inconsistent making money in that way. So that is why we're very different. Discord, we teach you how to trade properly and have the skill for life so you can be financially free. So that is my rant gone. So if you want to learn how to trade and actually make money, real money, not fake money, no none of these AI bots, everyone's making boom, 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 billions of dollars. If you see someone post your favorite Furu post that he made 600% on a trade, I think you should block him, unfollow him, because it's very unrealistic to do that. It will just show you unrealistic goals. I tell every single person, and if they do ask, and what they say is, what is a realistic goal that I can achieve? I say it's extremely realistic to make 1% on your account a day, not consistently, right? Every single day, but you can achieve it every single day if you do start to obviously develop the strategy and get better. And the main thing is just to make sure that you're using the right risk management. So it's easy, right, to achieve 1% a day, right? Maybe not in this market, but in my opinion, you can still achieve it if you stay disciplined, right? And then from there, you make 1% a day, 5% a week, 20% a month. You don't need to buy your real estate. You don't need to invest in anything else. If you're making 20% ROI a month, you don't need to put your money anywhere else except your trading account. That is my honest opinion. That is why I do not invest in property, because my trading returns are much more, and for me it is a waste of time to put money in right now. Maybe diversify my investments portfolio in the future when I do want to buy a property, but at the moment it doesn't make sense for me at all. I'm just wasting money. Right, LITM, APDN, demand zone. Let me have a look. APDN, I think this one is getting pumped. So I can tell you that overall the chart is bearish. The 4 hour is bearish. The 1 hour is bearish. The 30-minute is bearish. There's no sign of reversal. I wouldn't be in this trade. The only way I would take the trade is above $3.50. Right, let's like up the stream. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Radio, I'm back. Quick. XHLD. XHLD. It's still bullish as long as it holds 150. If it closes below 150, it is no longer bullish. Right now, you have a falling wedge. You have a demand zone. You have a lot of things showing that this will push to the upside. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not the end of the world. Just take your small little loss and move on to the next trade. Yeah, APDN, like I said, is getting pumped. You can go onto Twitter and find out who's pumping it or what's going on with that stock. Like I mentioned, the stock is overall very bearish. There's no sign of reversal for me. I don't trade something like this. Maybe around 15% yesterday and you're excited, had the news and everything. But right now, there's no sign of reversal. It doesn't look great to me at the moment. You have to take an entry. Maybe you can try take a riskier entry above this level here, which is 256, right? So let's put it, let's keep it yellow. So 256 might be an entry. It's down, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Good morning, IHS. IHS, we are not too sure what you see on this. I think there's news, but at the moment there's absolutely no reason to get in this. Maybe you see a bullish trend, but for me, in order for this to continue bullish and to continue pushing to the upside, it needs volume. Otherwise it will come straight back down, but maybe above $5. The reason why I say $5 is because it's a psychological level. This is usually a big area where the stock will move the most. So if it does break above that, that shows there's high volume, buyers in control. There's a strong indication and bullish trend that this will continue to go up. So do you consider news on a stock? You said you don't care if there's news or sometimes there's news. I like to consider the news. So I don't care about the news. So every single stock that I trade, I don't know what they do. I don't know the company unless I see it's a therapeutics company, bio. Then cool, fantastic. I don't know what this news is. I don't care. Like I was just explaining. For me, all I do is this news that made this up 34%. So let's have a look. What is the news? Okay, so the news, not on this one. Let's say like AGMH, right? Why is this up? One going to show me. Yeah, AGMH Holdings announces receipt of NASDAQ notification regarding minimum bid requirements. Right? Wow, it's up. It was up a little bit. Obviously, it's selling off now. For me, whether that news is good or bad, I don't judge it. I don't put it in a category rated 1 to 10. I don't know what this news is. It doesn't really mean anything to me. I look at a chart. I trade based on technicals. This news, that whatever it was, gives the volume for me, enables me to trade based on technicals. That's how I do it. So, for example, XHLD, I don't know what this news is. There's no news right now on it. It was running yesterday after hours. It ran yesterday as well. So for me, I'm basing this purely off technicals. I don't know who the CEO is. I don't know what the company is. I don't know when the earnings are. I don't know if there's any offerings pending. None of that stuff. So I don't get involved in it because it involves your emotions more. I try to exclude that as much as I can so I can actually trade properly and look at the chart. That's just my personal opinion though. Some people like the news fundamentals. In my opinion, most day traders don't trade based on the news itself because we're in a trade for 5-10 minutes and we're out. Why do we need to know what the news is, you know? Even if a stock cures cancer, you'll see a run up 1,000%, come straight back down, and then what? Like the man, let's go. Would you consider QUBT? What's it? $780. Right here? Yes. $7.90 and $8 here. Do you have teaching session? Yes. Every single teaching session seminar is in the Discord. Everything when you join through WAP on the Discord link, or sorry, through the WAP link, you can choose between the 1 or 3 month tier. You get exactly the same thing. 3 month is just cheaper, works out cheaper than the 1 month. That's all. And then you get the seminars on there. The seminars include how to trade properly, how to understand risk management, right? How to journal correctly, which is what you should do as soon as you start trading. Because if you don't journal and understand what you're doing wrong in your trading, you're wasting your time. Secondly, we have basics of understanding support and resistance. Then from there, you have strategies that we teach. So there's a candlestick strategy that we teach, a falling wedge strategy, demand zone strategy. There's resistance break strategies. And then there's also understanding reading candles correctly. All of that is in the seminars. once you join. XHLD, just gone over it. I expect it to break out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Keep a stop loss. That's all I would tell you. You cannot use a stop loss during pre-market, so mark off where your threshold is of your stop loss, how much you're willing to lose, and then from there you can take the trade. AGH, we have downtrend right now, low volume, nothing on this. Wait for downtrend break. Wait for downtrend break. Wint. Is Wint back up? Wint, I would enter over 250. The reason is because right now it's just consolidating. We're also in a downtrend based on the 5-minute time frame. I don't know what will happen here for my strategy and what I look for. I look for the highest probability setup, and I know that if it breaks 250 with high volume and then it's obviously above VWAP and all those things, there is a high indication it'll go up. So right now I don't know if it will break to the upside or downside. I just don't trade it. That's as easy as I explain it. RR, where's RR? RR is nothing exciting going on with this, but yeah, it's trying to push up a bit. But these quantum plays, I don't know when these are going to run or what on earth is going on with these plays because they are useless right now. But yeah, at the moment, this is still my prediction. It's still valid as long as it holds $2. Prediction is still valid as long as it holds $2. Does that make sense? So as long as it holds this $2 level here, this blue line, it is valid for entries. That means if you enter now, make sure to have a stop loss. Where's your stop loss? Wherever you like. I like to use a maximum 3% stop loss intraday. If you like to use a 5%, you can. 100% stop loss, whatever you decide. Your choice, your account. Gone over XHLD, but I'll go it over one more time for those who don't have ears. But here, if you have eyes, you can see it very clearly. I expect this to break up. You have the perfect strategy and setup that we have in the falling wedge seminar that I explain in depth in the Discord. This is pretty much, it used to be my go-to setup, but I did use it this week as well, which I know it still works. It's fantastic strategy. I think it's one of the best out there. Has a very high win percentage if you can get it correctly. Everything that I teach, all these lines, colors, and everything are given in the Discord. Every single color means something. They are confluences which give you indications of reversals. SAG looks good, broke above here. Where's VWAP? Yeah, so this looks good. I like this setup. Possibly you could take entries here if you want to. Make sure to have a stop loss. ADTX, what's happening here? This was my absolute banger yesterday. Wow, finally this thing's up again. Nice. This was my runner yesterday. I only took one trade on it yesterday, and I did a whole trade breakdown on it in the Discord as well. Did a live trade breakdown on it, explaining why I took the trade, reasonings, all that fun stuff. Where is ADTX? Why can't? Yeah, ADTX is fantastic. This is like 851 yesterday. It was very nice. Just going to mark off some new key levels. So we've broken above here. 1625. Wow, we have $5 move to the upside. That's very nice. Just using kind of the major levels here. So this is breaking out. In my opinion, good entries would definitely be above here for today. 1230 break would definitely be good entries. I would wait for 1230 break if you want to enter now. That's extremely high risk. But if you want to be gambled, if you want to gamble and take a high risk, then you are more than welcome to. Just don't cry if it comes down because you didn't wait. Entries over 1230. So when it breaks 1230, this looks good. Above 1230, this looks good. How about ADTX? ADTX, whenever it went. Wint is here. Nothing on Wint unless $2.50. Save it, screenshot it, whatever you need to do. Everyone's spamming SAG. Yes, I see SAG. It closed above VWAP. It closed above the downtrend. You know what you need to do. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The truth. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Nothing I can do. I just have to wait. PMAX, I don't like this stock, but your entries are above 0.54 right now. There's nothing going on. Above 0.54, you can take the trade. GCTK, is this alive again or is it back down? Where is GCT? I did have a... Why? Oh, it's right here. Fine. Yeah, GCTK looks good. If I was to take an entry on this, I would just use the higher day. If you want to enter now, make sure to have a stop loss. I recommend no more than 5%. But it's breaking the 0.5 level, which is a huge psychological level. See if we can hold this into open would be great. SAG needs to close above here. Yes, correct. IMG. IMG's here. It needs to get above VWAP. Right now it's below VWAP. It keeps rejecting it. Just wait for it to break above. Just don't enter now unless it closes above VWAP. If it closes above VWAP, that is your entry point. Easy as that. Right? No close above VWAP equals no entries. Close above VWAP equals entry. Okay, let me see if I can catch up on some Twitter questions here. LITM, done that one, done that one. Everything. Yeah, of course. SUNE, what's happening with this thing? Nothing really, right? Yeah, SUNE is no volume at the moment. SUNE is just in a downtrend. I don't really like this play at the moment. It was crazy volatile yesterday, but I would say maybe above 0.5. So what we can do is remove this, put 0.5. The reason why I use 0.5 is because it's a psychological level. Usually big moves happen around that level, big rejections or breakouts. So right now we can see, although it did break out of it, look, huge move to the upside, couldn't break it straight down. Didn't break it, came straight down. So maybe if it breaks above 0.5 today, you can look for entries. Entries are only above 0.5. Above 0.5 would be nice for entries on that. What is the question on SAG? What is the question? I told you if you've entered, you've entered. If you have a stop loss, you are a good trader. If you don't have a stop loss, you are not a good trader. I advise or recommend that you have no more than a 5% stop loss on these plays, but it's up to you. I will not be taking this trade. I do not take trades whilst I'm doing this. However, when I'm doing live on the Discord, I do live trading. And yeah, AGMH trying to reverse at the moment, still bearish. Nothing for me. No good, no good. It's trying to reverse, but no indication yet. We shall see if this reverses. IMG needs VWAP. BTOG, this is a trash stock. I know a lot of people on it. I don't know why. Should see volume again. Yeah, I think we're going to see some volume again today, and it's going to start to pick up, in my opinion, because FOMC is finally out. Everyone can trade again because they were hesitant sitting on their hands. So yeah, that's what my honest opinion. Definitely find some runners. Looking to give a couple more trades to end the week with 100% green trades this week in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, I highly recommend you get in there, because this is the time to learn how to trade, especially in this market. No matter the market conditions, we are still green. Every single trade is recorded in the Discord. Red, green, blue, orange, every single trade. APDN needs to hold $2. We'll see what it does do here. It's a pretty significant level. Psychological support, getting these wicks here. Looking good, looking good. Right, let's see if we can like up the stream. We've got 70 people in here. We got 28 likes. Come on, guys. We can like up the stream a little more. Here we go. Let's see what this can do. Not really interested in that too much. XHLD is looking, still looks good. I mean, it's holding this, holding this, holding this. Holding. It's just consolidating right now in this demand zone, which is what you want to see. SAG is just chilling here. ADTX is looking like the best setup in my opinion. Reason I say that is because we have a lot of volume. We are a top mover from yesterday. Discord members, the criteria is ticking boxes here. So look at this one, right? APDN, no, nothing. SUNE, nothing. PMAX, not interested. HMH, not interested. LITM, not interested. CSAI, ATA, nothing. Here's ATA. ATA, there's nothing going on right now. It's extremely bearish. Well, not extremely, it's just low volume bearish. Bearish. Right now it's just in a downtrend. That's all I can really tell you. Maybe it'll reverse around this level here in demand zone, like what's this? 230, 240 level. APLD, I think this runs a Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up? No, it's not. APLD, nothing really on this. Just consolidated right now. Breakout, we'll just edit some levels here. So APLD, what do we see? What's going on? We have a resistance. So look, this is what I do. We have a resistance here. We have a resistance here. These are very close to each other. So what I do is I use this level here and move it to 770. Now I know that break 770, you have clean range all the way to 830. That's quickly how I do it. I like to use the 4 hour to chart my levels. So 770 looks good. And these could be your key levels from use. I'm not going to get too many. We could put all three. There we go. There we go. Right. This is what we have. So we have to break 770 on APLD. Paul, I don't know if you're in here, but here's your APLD as well. Bullish sounds way better than the accent. No worries. PEV. PEV. What's happening with PEV? 5%. Yeah, this stock is crazy bullish. 0.7. Look here. Resistance. Holding it. Maybe it's doing a little retest here. So we're doing something like this. Break. Retest here to push up. Possibly this could happen. Let's just change the color instead of blue now. Let's put it orange. I think we could put a little lower this line. 0.67 around there. Yeah, this seems a bit. Got more resistance here. So this is my prediction on PEV. But yeah, you're right. It's pushing up. But it is under $1. Unfortunately, I don't trade something like this. But for you or those who are interested in it, that is what it is. Wind's going. Wind's looking good. Candlestick strategy on that. Candlestick strategy on that. So Wind is the mover. This is the one I would trade and focus on. Remember what I said. 250 break is a good entry point. Lays. What's happening with Lays? This is my prediction on Lays. Do we think it's going to reverse? It needs to hold around here. $330. Yeah, 330 support is what you need to hold. No worries, David. GRR. What's happening with GRR? GRR. Unfortunately, GRR is not looking too good. You have a downtrend. Like 2085 is your support. Maybe down here will come for entries, but other than that, difficult to trade this because you are in a downtrend. So right now, nothing. Wouldn't be entering now since it's coming down. It's breaking support as well. So yeah, GRR is bearish. Currently bearish. AISP. AISP is just very slow, low volume. If I get the 5 minute, probably low volume. Yeah, low volume on this. Difficult. I would just move this 470. What I would do is suggest like this level is a big resistance now, so 4.7. So I would say above 4.7 you could look for entries. Other than that, I just wouldn't touch it. The reason is it's coming down, rejecting this 470 level. So I would wait for 470 break, close above that, and then you can look for entries. Does that make sense? Wint, what's happening? Not Wint, sorry, BTOG. BTOG is still bullish in a way. KULR, this one. I still like KULR, looks good. Is it? 4 hour looks very good. Look at this. No worries, no problem, no problem. We have this to here, like that. There you go, to there. 155, where's 155? This, trying to just make some levels here. This is on KULR. I like this stock a lot. I don't know, I just trade it very well. I think it's a great stock. You just adjust these levels a bit. There you go. This is a falling wedge. There's nothing else really on it other than a falling wedge. Cool. Falling wedge on KULR. BY. What is BY? BY. BY. I'm not too sure what you see on this. Has no volume at all. Yeah, this is not my kind of trade. Fortunately, when something has a chart like this, it's pretty impossible to draw technicals on it. That's why I'm not really going to do it. If I had to, I could just maybe just draw a downtrend like that, but very weird price action on that chart. Not too sure what's going on with that. SPY is down, isn't it? Like 0.3% when I saw last. Yeah, SPY is coming down. SPY is coming down. SPY going to come down here. Let's see. Someone asked about Tesla earlier. Let me have a look at that. Tesla is still just ranging. Calls above, puts below. Calls above, puts below. BTOG, anything going on with BTOG? What's this Wint doing? Wint still needs to break 250. Your entries are above 250. Thanks, new to this, so just want to get your take on it. Ah, okay, no worries. The best way to find all the trades that I'm looking at are just here. Use this, this is the scanner, screener, whatever you want to call it. I don't use any of that, but this is what I use. It's free. You have, when you click on it, there's 1 day, there's pre-market, after hours, 5 minutes, 1 day, 5 days, the like filters. Pre-market is the one that I use right now. When market opens, I just use 1 day. That is what I have. GCTK, this is why you wait for 548, 5458, but I know some people entered here for some odd reason. SAG, it's holding on. ADTX, looking okay. TNXP, what's happening with TNXP? TNXP, is anything going on with this? Not really. I mean, you could say it's in an uptrend. See this? This is all I would draw, to be honest. And then your resistance, like around here, it's breaking it. Maybe so. A little bit difficult to trade on this one, but ideally you want it to pull back to here, to the trend line, to the trend line, to the trend line, to the trend line. Yeah? What up, Gino? What up, Gino? Right, last setup, and then I am going to head into the Discord. Yeah, looks good. SoFi looks good. This is my prediction for SoFi. I like this long term. Good. Finally broken above. Looks good. Have 15 doll hairs. 15 doll hair. And then 13.5. Guys, this is the only link for the Discord. There's no other link. This is the only link. I don't have any Telegram, WhatsApp stuff. That's it. You click that link, you choose 1 or 3 month tier. From there, you claim your Discord access, and then you'll have access to all the alerts, seminars, all the education, everything is in there. All right. I will catch you in there. Live trading will start in exactly 30 minutes. I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. My prediction on LATM, it's predicted that I predicted to go up, but that doesn't mean it's going to go up. So use a stop loss. Make sure to have a stop loss. How much stop loss? I don't know. I use a 5%. You can use a 20% if you want. Up to you, but I expect it to go up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right. Have a great day. See you guys later. Peace.